Hello, boys and girls. I am so excited about what we are going to learn today. Do you want to know what it is? We are going to learn about trees and seasons. Who likes to go outside? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Do you like to play outside? Yeah, going outside is awesome. And today we are going to explore trees. But there are a lot of things we can explore when we go outside. Okay, so let's go look at these trees. Let's go back. All right, so let's look at these big trees. Do you see how their branches spread so wide? But some trees are really tall and skinny, aren't they? It's pretty amazing. Okay, so we are going to look at these 4 pictures. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is actually the same tree, except the pictures were taken at different times of year. Isn't that pretty awesome? So while we look at these pictures of this tree, let's think, what can people learn from looking at trees? Maybe we should try looking at this one. What do you think this tree shows us? What do you think the weather is like? Do you think it's cold? Or do you think it's warm? I think it's probably warm. But what about this tree? So right now, this tree looks like a lot of trees outside right now. And what is the weather like lately? Sometimes it's a little warm and sometimes it's a little cold. What about this tree? Let's take a look at the ground. What's on the ground? Yes, do you see the snow? I love snow. We don't get a lot of snow here, but it's awesome when we do. And what else can we learn from this tree? This tree does not have any leaves. So what season do you think this tree is in? Yes, it's in winter, because in the winter, the trees don't have any leaves because they all fall off in fall. What else could we learn about trees? Let's look at the bottom of the tree. When you look at the bottom of the tree, what do you see? You see the part where it goes into the ground? Want to know something awesome? Where it goes into the ground, it grows underground and it kind of looks like the branches, except for it's down in the ground in the dirt. And that's called roots. And this part of the tree is called the branches, and that's where we see the leaves. Let's move on to the next question. How do trees change over time? So, how about we move backwards this time? Let's look at this tree. How do you think this tree became this way? What do you think happened to it? Yeah, it lost all of its leaves. What about this tree? How did it change? How is it different? Yeah, it still has leaves, but it's losing its leaves. What color are they? There's some yellow and some orange. There might be some red if you looked really close. What about this tree? Yeah, the leaves are really green. And what about this tree? What's different between this tree and this tree? Yeah, this tree has a lot more leaves. You can't see the branches as well. And when we go in this direction, let's see what it's like if we go in this direction. So, what is different about this tree in comparison to that tree? Yeah, this tree has some leaves. Oh, this tree has none. And we talked about this tree and this tree because this tree has more leaves. And this is how trees change in the course of 1 year. We've been talking about months. How many months are there in a year? Do you remember? There's 12 months in a year. So in just 12 months, trees go through this many changes. Isn't that amazing? Okay, so we're going to read this book. And while we read it, I want you guys to think about these questions. What can we learn from looking at trees? And why should people be thankful for trees? The title of this book is The Things That I Love About Trees. It was written by Chris Butterworth and illustrated by Charlotte Volk. An illustrator is the person that draws the pictures. This page is called the title page, and it says the title again, The Things That I Love About Trees. It's spring, and the thing about trees that I love in the spring is that changes begin. There are buds, like beads, getting bigger on the branches. Trees are plants, big ones, and spring is the time when most plants put out new leaves. The flower buds on this plum tree are opening into blossoms, which are buzzing with bees. Bees visit the blossoms to collect nectar. Some pollen from each flower brushes on to a visiting bee, which carries it to the next flower. And other buds are opening into brand new leaves. The trees are waking up. New leaves are usually bright green and still a bit crumpled. When you touch them, they feel soft. Birds and squirrels build nests in the treetops, safely hidden among the new leaves. In summer, the thing about trees that I love is how big they look. This one's as wide as our building. Trees do most of their growing in spring and early summer. Their roots suck up water from under the earth. In hot weather, a big tree can drink as much as a bathtub full every day. Summer trees are shady and so full of leaves that when the wind blows, they swish like the sea. By summer, leaves are thicker, stronger, and darker green than they were in the spring. Leaves use sunshine to make food that the tree needs so that it can grow. The blossoms on the plum tree have all dropped now, but where each flower was, a little green plum is growing. A plum flower can't make its fruit without the pollen that the bees carried. A new plum needs to swell and ripen for several weeks in the summer sun before it's juicy and good to eat. In the fall, the days are shorter and cooler, so leaves start to change color and begin to die. The thing that I love about trees in the fall is how lots of them change color, from all shades of yellow to pumpkin orange and fire engine red. As well as bright leaves, I see tree seeds and ripe fruit, nuts for the squirrels, berries for the mice, and a sweet, sticky plum for a bird. In the middle of each plum is a seed that can grow into a new plum tree. When a storm blows in, the trees rain leaves. Catch one in the air, and you can make a wish. Some leaves that look tiny high up on a tree turn out to be big on the ground. Not all trees lose their leaves in the fall. The ones that do are called deciduous trees. Trees that keep their leaves are called evergreen. In winter, The thing that I love about trees is how bare they are. You can lean on the trunk and look all the way up to the top. When you touch the bark, it feels hard and rough. Tree bark protects a tree from insects and other animals that might eat it, and also from too much heat or cold. Trees that lose their leaves take a rest from growing through the dark, chilly days of winter. And when a storm comes, thrashing the branches, snapping off twigs, and rocking the trunk, the tree's roots hold it safe in the ground while it waits for the warm days of spring when the trees will begin to wake up all over again. And that's the end. Okay, so what did you guys think of that book? I really like that book. I really like the pictures in it. They're so pretty. Okay, so let's go back to the questions that we were thinking about. And let's think again. What can we learn from looking at trees? So let's think about the book. What were some of the things you learned? We learned that plum trees have flowers, and where the flowers are, the plums grow. That's pretty awesome. What else did we learn? We learned that some trees change and some don't. And what else did you learn? Yeah, you learned about the seasons and what is great about the trees in each season. So let's think. Why should people be thankful for trees? What do you love about trees? Do you love climbing trees? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Might be a little to be climbing trees. What about the colors of the leaves? Let's think. Why should we be thankful for trees? I'll give you a hint. In the book, it talked about trees growing some things for the animals. What do trees give us? Trees give us food. Some trees do, not all trees. Some trees, they make fruit, and some of them make nuts. Trees make food for us to eat. What do you love about trees? You think they're beautiful? I think they're very pretty too. So while we look at the next part, let's keep thinking about why we are thankful for trees. And right now, we are going to do something super fun. We are going to explore the forest together from right here. This is going to be awesome. I am going to just let you guys listen and explore the forest. And I'm just going to move it around. And we're just going to listen to the sounds for a minute or so. And while we look at this forest, I want you guys to think about what you love about trees. sounds do you hear? Yeah, you hear birds. Sometimes in the forest you hear bugs too that make sounds. Okay, now that we've looked at it for a minute or so, let's talk about it. So the trunks of these trees are super tall and skinny. You can see the sky. What do you love about the trees? Well, sometimes it does keep you cool when it's hot outside. You sit underneath a tree, and their leaves are beautiful. Beautiful green. Look at the ground. It's covered. Beautiful green. That might be moss or grass. I'm not sure. Isn't it so beautiful? And look at this tree. This tree has moss hanging from it. And that's so cool. Okay, I think we have explored enough. I just love this. Do you guys like this? Thumbs up or thumbs down? You do? It's kind of like being outside, but from inside your home. Because you can just turn around and look around. So awesome. And you can even hear the sounds. It's beautiful. Okay. So now we're going to go back. And we're going to look at these pictures one last time. Based off of what we read in the book, what are the seasons? Do you guys remember? What season do you think this picture is? What season do you think it is? Yeah, it's spring. This tree doesn't look like it has flowers, but a lot of trees have flowers in the spring. What about this tree? What season do you think it is? Yes, it looks like summer, doesn't it? Now, what about this one? It looks like fall. That's right. And what about this one? It looks like winter. How can we tell what season it is? So while you're looking at these pictures, how did you know? Oh yeah, you looked at the leaves. Or you looked at this tree and it didn't have any leaves. We have to remember that not all trees change color. Remember in the book, there's some trees that stay green all year long. So some trees, they don't really tell us anything about the season because they stay green. But trees with these kind of leaves, they change and they can tell us what season it is. Isn't that amazing? Okay. And then the last, I wonder why it won't go. There we go. The last question I'm going to ask you is a fun one. What is your favorite season? How about we do thumbs up, thumbs down for each season? You guys can say which one's your favorite. Okay. So let's start with spring. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Is it your favorite? I see some thumbs up. What do you like about it? Oh, you like the flowers? I like the flowers too. Okay, what about summer? Thumbs up, thumbs down. I see some thumbs up. What do you like about summer? You like that it's hot and you can go swimming? Me too. What about fall? Thumbs up, thumbs down. I'll tell you a secret. Fall is my favorite. Some of you guys like fall. Why do you like fall? Because you think the leaves are pretty? Me too. Now I know because of some of our STAR students that a lot of you guys love winter. So, thumbs up, thumbs down for winter. Yeah, there's a lot of thumbs up. Why do you guys love winter so much? You like it when it snows sometimes and you can make snowmen? That's a good reason to like winter. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed exploring outside with me today. And I hope that you guys will go outside as long as it's not raining. It's been raining a lot lately. But I hope you guys will go outside and explore on your own and see what you find. Bye-bye.